Hey y'all, it's your girl Mango Mommy, and I'm back with another video. What? Y'all miss me because I missed y'all? Alright, so y'all know I got my tea. It's like black tea with citrus or something. It's really good. It's like peachy. It's really good. But yes, I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing alright myself, living life. You know how I go. So, yeah. So as you guys know by the title, I'm going to be sharing my spiritual journey, how I evolved, and how it's going. Basically, where I'm at now. We will go ahead and do like a little mental health check-in because I haven't done one in a while and I have been going through some shit. So we're going to throw that in there. But yeah, so we basically going to talk about before my spiritual journey and now, how, because I'm going through it, like still going through it. um so yeah, let's just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so I don't remember what video it was, but I have spoke about starting my spiritual journey before, a few things that I did to, jump started, a few practices and stuff like that. But today I'm going to talk about the before. Okay, so how can I put this? I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all about me, my life, my mental health before my spiritual journey, and then we're gonna talk about how everything has changed. Okay. So yes. Okay. So y'all, before I started my healing and my spiritual journey, I was really like fucked up in the head. Okay. I went through a phase of cutting myself, like severe depression, like suicide attempts. Well, like yeah, I think it was like more than once, possibly. Yeah, like I went through cutting, um just all kind of shit, y'all. Like I was very very low vibrational, like very very low vibrational. I used to care about like things people would say. I would let other people's opinions and shit change how I felt about myself. I let people walk all over me. um yeah, I was very 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 um um what's the word for it? I was very weak. Okay, we gonna say that. Like I was very weak. Um, I put up with a lot of shit from people, a lot of fucked up shit. Like yeah, like I didn't have no backbone. I didn't stand up for myself. Like I let a lot of shit slide from a lot of people, family, friends, partners, like all of that. Like for real, like I had um no toughness, like no nothing. Like I was weak. Like for real, y'all. Like I was really like weak. I was mentally weak, physically weak. Like it was horrible. Like it was real bad. Like I let other people's perceptions of me like um get in my head. You feel me? And change how I felt about myself. I went through periods, like a lot of periods of like not liking myself, like looking in the mirror and not liking what I was seeing. You feel me? Like I went through that shit multiple times. You know what I mean? I didn't have no self-love. Like I had like a drop of self-love during that time, like before I started healing and everything like that. Like yeah, very very low vibrational. You feel me? And, you know, first of all, I feel like that stems from not even like growing up with a solid foundation, not growing up in a environment of love. Like, you feel me? It's always gonna be deeper than you. Like, it's always gonna be deeper than you. Like, there's no other way to put it. You feel me? Everything comes from somewhere. You feel me? The foundation. So if you didn't grow up being nurtured correctly, loved correctly, if you weren't in an environment that was feeding you love, encouragement, and things like that, then you feel me, you're a product of your environment. You feel me? And so for me, my I didn't come from that kind of like strong environment. Like, of course my mother loved me, like, of course, but it wasn't the way I needed to be loved. You feel me? Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like, my family loves me and everything like that, but it wasn't like that deep love, that deep, like, strong connection, like that constant, like, feeding into a person in a helping way. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom and my family, they're not spiritual. And I think I had spoke on this before in another video, but they're not spiritual. You feel me? They're not healed. It's giving toxic, okay? Like, it's giving a lot of trauma, like, that has been passed on from generation to generation to generation. But for me, I'm the one, okay? Like, the black sheep, it's me. I'm the one who is going to change. Not I am changing that cycle. Like, it's me. So yeah. So that's, you feel me? That's how things were. All right. So now let's get into the transitional period, okay? So, because basically, okay, so I went from that extreme to like the total opposite. And when I say I felt that shit, like, you feel that whole shift in your body, like from your head to your heart, like all your chakras, bro. You feel that shit in your whole body, like your whole mindset is like, bam, like you feel it when it happened. You know when the shit happened, like, you know, once you completely transitioned over into, you know, becoming your higher self, okay? So I went from all of that to now how I feel about myself. Y'all, like, can't nobody tell me nothing. You hear me? When I look in the mirror, I love what the fuck I see. Like, and it's not even, it's deeper than physical. Like, it's deeper than the physical appearance. Like, I like how I look aesthetically. You feel me? Of course, because it's just me. Like, I'm me. But I see, like, my soul. Like, I see my higher self. Like, I see my being outside of my flesh. And I love that shit. I love the way I feel. I love the way I, like, nurture myself. I love the way that I stand up for myself. You hear me? Like, yeah. I don't let people walk all over me. I don't let people talk to me crazy. I am quick to cut a motherfucker off. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go. Because we not low vibrational over here no more. You feel me? And you, all of that negative shit, that negativity, that trying to, you know, people who are not healed, people who are not even like spiritually, energetically on my level, it's just like, bro, that shit, I can feel that shit a mile away. And it's just like, yeah, nah, like, you can't bring that over here, bro. Like, because people like that, they project. And that basically is just me. It means like the way they feel about themselves is how they're going to like treat you and talk to you and try to make you feel how they feel about themselves, about yourself. Like, I hope that makes sense. Like, they project, you feel me? Like, all that hurt, trauma, all the shit they got, bottled up inside of them, they project that shit onto you, and they will try to tear you down and destroy you. You feel me? They will try to make you feel like you ain't shit. They will try to make you feel like you're not worthy of anything. Like, they try to steal your happiness. Like, definitely a very much energy vampire. Okay, like, yeah, energy vampires. When you're like spiritual and when you vibrate at a higher frequency, like, yeah, them energy vampires, they sense that and they try to basically take it. Like, I don't know. If you don't know what an energy vampire is, go look that shit up, do some research. Projecting, if you don't know what that is, go do some research, because these are the things that you have to look out for. Like, for real. Like, if you want to continue to grow and vibrate higher, like, you have to be able to, like, you know, like, nip that shit in the bud as soon as possible. Like, you cannot let people take your energy, take your happiness, take your joy. Like, nah, you gotta nip that shit in the bud. You feel me? So yeah, like, healing, once you, I feel like, you know, the first thing you gotta do is heal. Like, you have to, first of all, okay, let's I want to put it like this. First things first, I feel like you have to sit down with yourself and you have to forgive yourself. Before you can start healing, I feel like you gotta forgive yourself first. Like, I feel like when I forgave myself for everything, like, I forgave myself for being weak, I forgave myself for letting people talk to me and treat me fucked up, like, I forgave myself for um letting people determine how I felt about myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to forgive myself. Once I forgave myself is when I felt the healing start to happen. You feel me? Like, you gotta forgive yourself for you. Like, it's not about them. You don't have to forgive. Well, I ain't gonna say you don't have to forgive other people. You do, but you don't have to, like, physically tell them. You feel me? Like, you gotta forgive for yourself. You feel me? So let me give an example, because when I heard somebody say that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what you mean not forgive the people that hurt me? Like, so what I mean is, like, I spoke about this before. So I don't have a father, never had a father, like, none of that. You feel me? And that shit was hurtful, painful. That was like trauma. Like, a lot of my trauma, that was where a lot of, like, all of that shit stemmed from. Like, yeah. So when I say forgive people for you, what I had to do was forgive that nigga for not being who and what he needed to be for me, his child, his daughter. Okay? And I did that by forgiving him from a distance. Okay, I didn't physically reach out to him. I didn't have to talk to him. I didn't have to do anything. You feel me? I had to make peace with the situation. Like, I forgave him mentally for me. So what I did was I wrote a letter. I had to release. You feel me? I had to release. Like, forgiving is also part of, like, the releasing. You feel me? That's how you heal the trauma. You have to release it. And in order to do that, you have to, like, sit with that shit. And then you gotta let it out. So how I did it was I wrote a letter. I wrote the letter as if I was actually, like, writing the letter to him to give it to him. I let it all out. I let all my feelings out. All the hurt, I let it go. You feel me? All the pain, I let it go. All the tears, I got it out. I got it all out. I wrote that letter. You feel me? I read it, I sat with it, and then I burnt that motherfucker. Okay? I let that shit go. I released it from out of my body. Okay? I released that shit out of my body 100%. And I burnt that shit. It's done. Like, when I think about the nigga and I think about the situation, like, it doesn't hurt me anymore. I'm not sad about it. I'm not hurt about it. I came to terms with it. And honestly, honestly, I feel like I'm better off. Like, I feel like if he was, because of the person that he is, he's not healed. He's not healed at all. He's trauma. He's very, very, very much toxic. An alcoholic. He don't have his shit together. Like, I'm doing better than him. So he would have probably drugged me down. Like, if he was in my life, I probably would still be where I was before. And that's like, you gotta like come to terms with that shit. Like, when you feel like, you know, when you go through shit with toxic people and when you're trying to change, you start to see the bigger picture. Like, you start to see things for how and what they are, and you will be thankful that certain people weren't in your life. Certain people didn't choose to be in your life, because if they were, you would be fucked up probably. You feel me? And that's really what helped me. Like, I really had to be like, damn, like, he's my dad. Of course you want your, you know, you want your parents and, you know, family to be in your life. You feel me? Like, you want that, but it's like, is it worth it? Like, would I have even benefited from that? Like, what could he have given me? Like, is there anything that could have came from that situation that would have been beneficial to me? And when I look at him and his life and where he is in life right now, no. That man couldn't have given me anything that would have been useful, okay? So yeah, like, and like once I realized that, that shit really like left my body, because it's like, damn, I wanted something that didn't have any substance. So like once you realize that and once you see that, it's just like, bro, that shit don't phase you no more, because it's like, bro, like, you couldn't do nothing for me. Like, why do I want something that has no substance? Like what would I need that for? Like, you feel me? So yeah. So yes, like, that's just how, you know, that's how I did it. Like, that was part of my, you know, releasing the trauma and starting the healing process. You feel me? Um so yeah. I feel like I just went on a whole like rant, but I feel like, you know, I had to explain that. So yeah, because that was like a lot of, that was like the biggest issue, like that, because not having a father led to the verbal abuse, physical abuse in my relationships that I had with men. You feel me? So I had to go through that, I had to just go through the whole process, you feel me, to get where I am now. So that was like one part of it, you know. So another part was okay, wait. What did I already talk about? Y'all know how I be. My brain be going. Like, so I talked about the healing of the father issue. I talked about self-love and how I see myself and how that changed. Oh, boundaries. Okay, so the verbal abuse and like how I used to like get I used to let people um I used to let people's opinions about me change how I felt about myself. Yeah, we don't do that shit no more, okay? So that's part of, you know, the self-love. So you got to do self-love work. You feel me? You got to love on yourself. So how I healed that aspect and changed that was like, basically, you can do like love work. Basically, you just start loving and nurturing on yourself. You feel me? So every day I would well, was it like every day? Yeah, probably like every day for like a month. I think I started listening to like affirmations. Like, I would get on YouTube. I found this black girl, well, brown girl, y'all know. I found this melanated queen, because y'all, I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying black. You feel me? That's a whole nother rant that I'm not about to go on right now, but we're gonna talk about that. But yes, I found this melanated queen who looked like me, because that's very important. Like, you know, white people just be everywhere and they be all up in the mix. Like, I try to find people who look like me, who, you know, came from the same in general came from what I came from. Like, you feel me? So I found this beautiful melanated queen who recites affirmations, and I started doing those affirmations every day. I would listen to it and I would repeat after her. Like, she would say the affirmation, you feel me? And then she would give space, well, time for you to repeat it. And these videos was like 45 minutes long, and I was on it. You hear me? I was on it. I started speaking love into myself, life into myself, positivity into myself, and I believed it. You feel me? That's what it is. Like, when you are doing like self-love work or whatever, you have to believe in what you're doing. Like, that's the only way it's going to work. You feel me? So yeah, like, if you are dealing with something like that and you need to heal from that and you want to change your perspective about yourself, I strongly recommend affirmations daily, nightly, however, in the morning, when you first wake up, do it. Get your mind right for the day. Like, affirmations. I love, 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 love affirmations. Okay. You can also write them down. Um, when you do your journal work, for me, when I write stuff, like, the way my brain is set up, like, I talk to myself in my head, like, as I do other things, so I low-key like multitask. But yeah, it's just like, bro, you just gotta pour that love into you. Like, all you need is you. You don't need that shit from nobody else. I promise you. And once you start healing, and once you start stepping into your higher self, you're gonna know exactly what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna know exactly what I mean when I say that shit. Like, everything you need is already in you. It's already in you. You just gotta tap into it. You feel me? So yeah, like, at the end of the day, somebody always gonna have something to say, but you don't have to give a fuck about none of that. That shit gonna go, let that shit go in one ear and out the other. Like, you don't feed into it. Like, I don't argue with people. Like, that shit, people say whatever the fuck they want to say, and it does not faze me. Like, I'm above that. You feel me? And you gotta know that. Like, words don't hurt. What we used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. For real. Like, once you elevate, that shit do not faze you. Like, you ain't about to be on the internet arguing with nobody about nothing. Like I said, when you look in that mirror and you love what you see and you feel good and you at peace, can't nothing anybody can say will move you. And that's where I'm at. Like, I love myself. I love everything about myself. I love what I do. Yeah, I'm living my life. And I'm making myself happy. You feel me? And that's all that matters. Like, any outside opinion, I don't give a fuck about it. You can say what you want, talk shit all day. It does not bother me. It will not move me. Okay? Unbothered. Like, unbothered. And any negativity, it just gotta go. Like, you cannot let people steal your joy, your happiness, your peace. You can't. You can't. You can't. So there's that. So what else, y'all? I feel like them was like the three top, you feel me, like, things that I had to transition. What else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, y'all, for real, I think that's it. So just like a little bit of advice, you know what I'm saying? Just don't give up on yourself. I feel like going through the process, it's a long, hard process. I'm not gonna lie to you. But once you get started, and once you get the ball rolling, and once you start physically feeling and seeing the changes, you're gonna fill up with happiness. So much joy, so much happiness, so much energy. You just gotta stay focused though, because sometimes the healing process, it does seem like it comes to a standstill sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like you find all these practices and stuff like that to do, and then you do them, and then it's like, okay, what's next? Like, all right, what's next? Like, what's gonna happen next? Like, what do I do next? Like, and sometimes you feel like you at a standstill, but the only thing I would recommend is just staying grounded. Like, as long as you are grounded, you feel me? Like, everything is just gonna flow. Like, there's not gonna always be something else to do. Like, when it's time for you to elevate, that shit is gonna come to you. You gonna feel it and you gonna know. Like, um, so yeah, it's like I went through periods where it was like, okay, I was putting in all this work, I was doing all these practices, I was meditating, I was, I had my crystals, I had my sage, my Palo Santo. I went through all of that, listening to the Hertz, just doing all the things, like all the spiritual things that we do, and then it was just like, okay, now what's after this? Like, you're gonna go through those times, but just stay grounded. You feel me? Go outside and walk around barefoot. Go take a walk in the park. Like, just get into nature. Like, when you get in those periods where you feel like you at a standstill, just go get into nature. Go outside, soak up the sun. Like, you don't always have to be doing something. You can take breaks or just take time to yourself to just soak in your new energy. You feel me? Just do that. Like, that's something that was like advice that I had to like come up with on my own. Like, that really wasn't, I didn't hear anybody say that. And so, like, at first I would just feel like I would feel kind of discouraged because I was feeling like, damn, like, I'm at a standstill. Like, I'm not, like, am I doing what I should be doing? Like, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I feel like I'm not putting in work. Like, I feel like I'm not elevating, but you're always elevating. As long as you're not going backwards, you good. Like, as long as you're not going backwards, you good. So yes, if you ever feel like that, just go get grounded. Just stay grounded. Just stay grounded. And things will come to you. Like, things will consistently come to you. Like the journey is forever happening. Like, no matter what, it's going to forever happen. Like, once you start, it is what it is. But you can also like look out for signs. So like angel numbers, I love angel numbers. You feel me? Those are like little signs that come to you just to keep you aware that everything is going good. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, the signs and the synchronicities, like, once you start getting into those and you see them, that's how you know, like, okay, everything is good. Like, I'm on the right path. Like, everything is fine, because you're getting that consistent reminder. You feel me? So like angel numbers, I always see like 911, 444, the triple digits, or the like 1212, 1111, stuff like that. Like, when you see that, you good. Like, give thanks. So yeah, like, oh yeah, just giving thanks. Let's go ahead and talk about that. You feel me? Like, prayer, okay? So 9 times out of 10, like, being melanated, and like, 9 times out of 10, you probably went to church. You feel me? You was forced into church. And so one thing I'm like transitioning into is like trying like prayer. So you know how, like, when you go to church, and you know how y'all people pray at church, like praying to whoever, the white man. I ain't even about to you know what I'm saying? So when I was going through my transition from Christian to spiritual, I was so confused on like how to pray. And it was to the point where it was like stressing me out. So I just stopped praying. You feel me? But you should always give gratitude for the things that's going on in your life. So I said all that to say to go back to the angel numbers. So when I see angel numbers, I immediately give thanks to God, you feel me, the Most High, the Creator, to my ancestors, and to the universe. Okay, like you want to make sure you giving gratitude, all right, putting that energy out, because that energy is going to come back to you. But yeah, like when it comes to prayer, y'all, that's something that I'm still like trying to fill out. And if you're having, excuse me, y'all, if you're having that same issue, I would just, I don't even know what to do. Like, so I mentioned the Queen Poe in one of my other videos. She's very spiritual, and she I've learned so much from her, and she has a video about prayer for spiritual people. Check that video out, and maybe that'll help you with it. You feel me? Because it be feeling weird, like I be wanting to, but I was never one of them like on my knees praying like kind of people. But it's like you just feel so much like gratitude and so much like thankfulness when you're on your journey, and when you see and feel your life changing, you like, you want to give thanks, you feel me? So I do gratitude journals, you feel me? But yeah, like I said, I also like when I see those angel numbers and stuff like that, I just automatically give thanks. And I always just be like, Ashe, Ashe, all praise to the Most High, Ashe, like, I just like thank my ancestors, thank my spirit guides, you feel me? And I just go from there, like, and it's consistent because I be seeing the signs consistently, so it's like an all day kind of thing. Like no matter what I'm doing, like I'll just give that gratitude. Like you want to just give that gratitude, you feel me? Show that you're grateful and thankful for everything that you have and everything that is going on in your life. Because I always say, like, things could be worse. Like when I be going through like those little periods of like when I, feel like that little bit of depression trying to knock, like things could be worse. You gotta remember that. Like things could be worse. So thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for real. Because I'm good. Like I have everything that I need. You feel me? Things can be better, but things could be worse, and I don't want things to be worse. So yeah, I'm thankful. I got everything that I need. I got my car, I got my crib, I got income. I be hungry sometimes. You feel me? I be hungry, but everything is good though. Like everything is good. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. You feel me? So yeah, give thanks. You feel me? Do your gratitude journals for sure. Like yeah, y'all. So yeah, like that's how my spiritual journey is going. That's how I evolved. You feel me? Like that was, the before and the now, and it's only going to get better. Like everything is just going to get stronger, from here. So yeah, that's it. I hope y'all are doing well. You feel me? I hope y'all already on y'all's journey. I hope y'all are elevating consistently. I hope y'all getting them downloads. Like the summer is coming. I'm so ready because I'm a nature girl. Like I'm just by heart a nature girl, and I'm ready to be outside. Okay, I'm ready to do some grounding, like walking around barefoot, soaking up the sun, sunbathing, gazing, whatever you like to do, like being outside. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get that earthly grounding going because I need it. Like I need it. These winter months be making me feel a little, you feel me? I don't know, like a little, I don't know. I don't know the word for it, but you know what I'm trying to say. You feel me? I'm trying to get that energy up. I'm trying to feel the earth. You feel me? I'm trying to get all that energy. I'm trying to get that energy from the sun. I need them downloads. Like, let's get to it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. But yes, if that prayer, that it's like ringing in my brain right now. Like, somebody need to hear this. Somebody need help with this, cause I do what I do, and I feel like I'm good. But I feel like this message is coming through me for somebody else. If you need help with prayer for, your spiritual needs, go check out the Queen Poll. What is it called? I want to say the video is like how to pray. So yeah, just type in like Queen Poll how to pray, and bam, there you go. Whoever this message is for, sending love, sending light, sending strength, sending understanding. Yeah, check her out. I love the Queen Poll. You feel me? Like, yeah, and if you go to her page, y'all, like, go all the way back, like, go all the way down her video list to the beginning and watch her videos. Like, just go start at like 1 or 2. I think her first spiritual video, I want to say, was about like vision boarding. I think the other videos before that was about her being a school teacher or something. I don't know. Just go all the way down to the bottom. Watch her videos up until now. Like, the Queen Poll is the truth. Like, she really helped me on my spiritual journey a lot. I love the Queen Poll. She break everything down too. Like, whatever you need help with, go watch her videos, and you gonna get what you're looking for. Like, and she explains things to where you can understand it. Like, yeah, she the truth. But yeah. Go do that. So yeah, I love y'all. I hope y'all doing good, and I'm about to get up out of here, okay? If you haven't already subscribe, like, comment, share. I really hope that this gave you some hope, gave you some tips and tricks that you need, that's going to help you elevate and grow in your spiritual journey. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Mwah.